Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some more F1 2020 My Team Season 8 on the channel. We are heading into the Canadian Grand Prix today. This is round 7 of 16. Everyone is hard at work in our facilities. As you see here, people are still working. None of it has shut down just yet. There's no real reason for us to really have these departments alive at the moment. We could probably just shut them down because our car's at max capacity, but you know, they're still working hard trying to make sure that we get the best service possible. Anyway, here we are, round 7 of 16, the Canadian Grand Prix. Of course, we've had a stunning series of results: first place, fourth place, first place. So let's see if we can keep the streak going and keep the spirit high at Zoo Elite Racing. Carlos Sainz not having the greatest of weekends, so let's hope that at Canada he can improve and possibly get a podium with me. He has only had one podium, and that's at the Netherlands, so hopefully we can change his fortunes. Heading on into the Canadian Grand Prix, looking for a solid run, so let's go into qualifying. Actually, I'm going to show you guys some of the practice program stuff today, so let's head on into practice session. So welcome to the practice session. It looks like, if you take a look here, that it's going to be a rainy race. So it's good practice that practice 1 is on wet conditions. So let's get a car set up here for the French Grand Prix or Canadian Grand Prix. I have a wet setup here, which I think is a very solid one. So I'm going to use it to give it a shot in this car and then run the track acclimatization.
Bye, have a great time.
Whoa, okay, going wide there. Whoa, okay, this car is super strong, guys. Unbelievable how powerful this car is. Alright, we've been the car. Ah, that's gone wide. That's gone super wide. Alright. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, that was a total mess. Here we go with qualifying at the Canadian Grand Prix. So we are quite confident. It is raining in Canada, so it's looking like a very wet qualifying session as well. We are going to drop our fuel load. We can do approximately 3 laps according to the data. Not touching our setup. I think it's good enough. Just had to get used to the whole setup while using a much powerful car because I got it off of time trial. So yeah, that is why I struggled a bit. So let's let the AI set their times first because I think I'm a lot stronger than them, so I think I'll easily overtake them. 117-ish seems to be the record right now. 117.8 is the record, so let's see if the rain's gonna dissipate soon. No, it seems like it's just gonna be fully wet throughout the session, so let's head out. Yeah, we should do it on intermediate, so let's go. Overshot the hairpin a little, but let's see if we can make up for lost time here. I think we should easily get somewhere in the top 10. A little shaky exit out of that chicane, but let's see where we place. P2.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Let's save the tires actually. Let's save everything. Just head on back into the garage because we are all set. There is a certain part of the track, I think like turn 6 or somewhere, where the frames drop and everything just glitches in the game. So that's all on the game, not me. So Hopefully it doesn't affect our driving too much. Qualifying is almost over, so let's head on into Q2. Strong lap from us sees us P2, 200th behind Max Verstappen. Carlos Sainz also up in the front 5 in P4. Nobuharu, Matsushita, Magnussen, Aiken, Zhou, Giotto, and Giovinazzi get knocked out in Q1, so let's head on into Q2. Coming up to the line on new set of intermediates. There we go. Nicely taken chicane. Where do we sit? We're P3 on new set of intermediates. The delta on these are like +2, 0.2 seconds. Alright, we're going back into the garage. I can't be bothered. Yeah, they're dead tires, and we got P3, so quite impressed. I think we'll make it into the next round of qualifying. Let's see. Quickly check how slow we are. We're 2/8 or 2/10 off the pace of the leader, Lance Stroll. P10 is currently 1.1, so I think we're good. We should be good. Let's just accelerate time. After that one run, we are P4. Daniel Kvyat, Max Verstappen, and Lance Stroll are the only cars faster than us by 2/10 maximum. Carlos Sainz is behind us, 0.6 seconds off the pace of the leader, so he is moving on into Q3. Knocked out are Albon, Gasly, Ocon, Hamilton, De Vries, and Norris. Q3 for the place in the race. Let's go. Out on another set of used intermediates here. Think we're on a competitive lap. Let's see. We might do another lap immediately. We're fastest.
You've just put in the fastest lap. Good job.
Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting fastest lap, but here we are. Ah, you can't beat our previous lap. Our fastest lap seems to be the best. Alright, that's it. We're going back into the garage, into the pits. I think we got the fastest lap, so let's hope for a pole position start. We're gonna wait out 30 seconds. So we are heading on into the race with a pole position start here. Max Verstappen in P2 to round out the front of the grid with Leclerc and Russell in the second row. Carlos Sainz on the third in P5, so it's a bit of a shame that he was 0.8 off our pace, but we are quite strong, 116.9 being our best lap in the qualifying session. So let's head on into the race day. Let's hope we can continue with a P1 position and finish the race on the top step of the podium.
Hello and welcome to the Ile Notre Dame once again for what promises to be another incredible Canadian Grand Prix at a fiercely competitive circuit, where pole position can often be decided by less than 1/10 of a second. It's a tricky circuit to tackle in wet conditions, with top speed still of critical importance down the long back straight. There are 2.7 miles and 14 corners overall on a circuit that in the dry can see average lap speeds of around 130 miles per hour. We'll be lucky to get anywhere near that today. With me today, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about the captain. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
They've been avoiding mistakes and had solid pace, so it's been a good season so far, but whether they can keep that up long term remains to be seen.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. The captain lines up on pole position with Charles Leclerc alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Sainz, Lance Stroll and Bottas, Schumacher, Latifi, Norris and Nick De Vries, Verstappen, Hamilton, Esteban Ocon and Gasly, Giovinazzi, Kvyat and Guan Yu Zhou and Jack Aitken. Magnussen, Matsushita, Albon and Luca Giotto. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
Here we go for the Canadian Grand Prix. It's a full wet race. let us take a look and see what our strategy will look like. I think we have to go on full wet for most of the Grand Prix. So yeah, that is going to be our strategy, going until lap 24 on the full wet, switching on to the dry compound tire towards the end of the session. So let's, oh god, car setup is fine. I think we will also lower our fuel. 35 laps in the Grand Prix. I think we can underfuel the car because we're going to go on lean and standard mixtures. So let's underfuel it by 4 laps or so. We can easily make up that lost fuel. So here we go. Start the race from pole position in Canada. Alright, getting ready for the Grand Prix. The start is always difficult. 5 red lights and away we go. Okay, we're still okay. Alright, we're still in P1. We're maintaining it well. Ooh, concentration to the maximum as we make. Don't mind me while I concentrate on this. Whoa, okay. Oh, okay, sorry. That braking was horrible. Sorry. I kind of crashed into someone there. Oh god, I cannot accelerate too much. Whoa. Okay, this is chaotic first lap. Okay, now I got a hang of the braking zones. I gotta brake a little sooner than expected. The full weight, oh god, there seems to be a crash of some kind over there. Don't know, but let's keep going. Let's push some ERS through the system. Oh, okay, we're still P1. Ah. Oh no, never touch the grass, mate. Never touch the grass. Alright. We're trying to pace ourselves pretty well against Lance Stroll behind us. It's a bit of a shaky start, but we are getting into a groove. Here we go, crossing the line again. Is another fastest lap? It is indeed. Ooh, another fastest lap. Fastest lap galore here. We are getting faster and faster, putting some good time between ourselves and P2. Just as I was thinking. Just as I was mentioning it, Jeff tells us we are putting some good time between ourselves and the car behind.
Check your MFD for a new strategy.
Ooh, something's happening. Let me make these turns, please.
We're very low on fuel. Try to shift. Copy that.
Okay, so Jeff wants us in for intermediates now. Oh, this hairpin turn is always the worst. Alright, we're going into the pits then. Or do we want to complete this lap? I don't know. Weather report.
The radar's showing a clear patch on its way. There's about 10 more minutes of this rain. It's
Alright.
hard to say if inters or wets are better right now.
Okay, but everyone's pitting, so we made the right call. Jeff was right to bring us in for the enters, so let's see.
Is in for his stop.
Oh, Carlos is coming in too? What the heck?
Go, go, go.
You guys are double stacking, huh? Jeff wanted the double stack, alright. That's fine. Russell continues on his tires.
Stop once now, one stop left.
Alright. Latifi's behind me. Definitely. Intermediates are the better tire here.
There, keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain. 10 minutes.
Alright, 10 more minutes until a dry stint comes. Alright. Russell, Latifi, Gasly should be pitting. Stroll is 6 seconds behind us. He got held up with the pit stop, I think.
The gap to the car behind is 6.9 seconds.
Alright, this is a fastest lap attempt here on intermediates. Let's see if we can get a competitive time going here. Brilliantly taken. Let's see if it paid off. Yes, fastest lap. Ooh, another fastest lap. Fastest lap after fastest lap here. We're just getting faster and faster on this track. Oh, Daniel Kvyat's out.
The virtual safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive.
Alright. VSC's out.
Speed, our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow
I was also going for a fastest lap too. That's a shame. I was hoping for a fastest lap, but whatever. We'll go for it again soon. But we'll save some fuel, for sure.
Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC ending. Wait for
Alright. Green flag running again. Weather report. Weather report.
We're looking at another 5, maybe 10 minutes of this rain. Inters look like the best tyre for now.
Alright, so we are still looking at some wet weather for the next 5 or 10 minutes. So we're gonna keep this drive, clinical drive going. Oh, we got a sizable gap to the car behind. 11 seconds or so.
It looks like we'll be running on a dry track soon. Back to dry shortly.
Okay, we got the warning again. Alright, so if it's dry track soon, we'll see how much of the Grand Prix is left and choose between the softs and the mediums. I have a feeling it's going to be mediums, but we'll see. We're getting some surplus fuel going just so that we're ready for the rich stint on the dries to secure us the win. Right now it's looking very tasty. Whoa, the rain has stopped. Rain has just stopped. So we are looking at dry soon. Let's hope so. I was looking at my tire wear here. Yeah, these tires are almost at the end of their lifespan, so we're waiting for the dry stint to come. Alright, Jeff says no need to switch over just yet. Yeah, I am still feeling quite comfortable on these. Alright, Jeff is telling us to come in now. Alright, we're seeing out the rest of the Grand Prix on the mediums. Alright, it is time for these dry compound tires. Let's dip into the pit lane. There we go. Here we go. DRS enabled. Perfect timing for the dry compound tire. 14-second gap to Lance Stroll. We are holding up. No, the Haas gets away ahead of us. Give us the mediums, please. Thank you very much. And away we go. Nice. We're still running a wet car setup, but that should be fine. Whoa, 2 purple sectors, including the pit stop, by the way. What, am I setting a fastest lap with the pit stop? Come on. Nobuharu Matsushita with the fastest lap, but we take it.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
113.6 is the fastest lap, and we did have the pit stop, didn't we? Oh, Lance Stroll is faster than us. But Lance Stroll is catching, which is kind of worrying. Let's see if we can keep it up. Is this another fastest lap? Yes, it is. Coming up to Matsushita now. Easily overtaking Matsushita.
Stroll has just set the fastest
Oh my
lap
god.
so far.
Fastest lap going left, right, and center right now. Mick Schumacher also said Max Verstappen. Whoa, Esteban Ocon's out of the session. Is that a safety car or anything? No. Is this the fastest lap? Yes, it is. Let's go. Coming up to a back marker again, Magnussen. Oh boy. Is this a fastest lap? Let's see. Let's see. Yes, baby. Another fastest lap. Another back marker taken. Thank you very much, Guan Yu Zhou. Now we have Aiken and don't know who that is. Alright, here we go. Getting past Aiken. Who else is next? Oh, Giovinazzi in the pink Mercedes. Thank you very much.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Here we go. We've come up to Alex Albon. He's giving us Slipstream DRS, so fantastic. Getting past him. Securing further distance between ourselves and Lance Stroll. Coming up to the line for the final lap of the Grand Prix already. I have
Final lap of the race.
not been concentrating on what lap it was, but all of a sudden, final lap has crept up on us. We are 18 seconds ahead of the next car. So it's been a fairly quiet Grand Prix, solid Grand Prix. The car is really sturdy on this setup, by the way. The wet setup is absolutely perfect for both wet conditions and the dry conditions. I must say I have a lot of downforce, like it's feeling very comfortable. Here we go, final hairpin turn. And we're through. To the long straights, 2 of them. After the chicane, we will cross the finish line and finish P1, a solid 17 seconds ahead of Lance Stroll. Here we go, crossing the line in P1, 18 seconds ahead, and we secure P1, yes!
Fantastic drive, just fantastic. You deserved that race win.
A truly magnificent drive then, and a great performance from the entire team to secure victory here in Canada. So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
Here comes your top 3 making their way down to the podium for what can only be described as a fantastic day for Formula One.
brilliant victory for us. P1, it seems like Lance Stroll got P2 and Charles Leclerc and the Ferrari got P3. Again, Carlos Sainz missing on the podium, which is a bit of a shame because our car is really good, but no one seems to be really close to getting close to us on the podium except for Max Verstappen. Result of the Canadian Grand Prix is as follows: myself in P1 as well as the fastest lap, so it was a pole, fastest lap and P1 finish after the Grand Prix weekend, securing us a total of 26 points, valuable points for these standings. Lance Stroll in P2 and Charles Leclerc in P3. A very good drive from both drivers. Bottas, Russell, Norris, Schumacher, Sainz, Gasly and Verstappen round out the top 10. Mercedes falling behind a little bit by the looks of it. Carlos Sainz in P8, which is a shame. He started on P4 but then got bumped down, so he might not be the answer to our second driver question. It's kind of like the Red Bull, you know? The Red Bull second seat is haunted. I think our second seat is starting to get haunted as well ever since Max Verstappen left. Nick De Vries, Hamilton, Latifi, Albon, Giovinazzi, Aiken, Zhou, Giotto, Magnussen, Matsushita round out the rest of the grid, with Ocon and Kvyat not finishing the race as we saw during the race. Let's take a look at the standings before we go. We are extending our lead at the top, 164 points in total. George Russell is in P2 with an 89 point gap, 75 points to his name, and Lando Norris is on 73 points, 91 points to us. We are quite strong here and putting a good lead in the driver standing. Constructor standings wise, of course, our dominance in the driver standings pays off here as we sit at the top with 197 points, 119 points for Red Bull, who are 78 points away, so we are still very much dominant here. Mercedes at third, 82 point gap, and McLaren with a 101 point gap, so we're still dominant. Hopefully we can secure the constructors and driver standing again this season. Brilliant Grand Prix, P1 for the start of the Grand Prix with a great qualifying session. We had a decent release from the start finish straight for the start. Had a little shaky moment there, but we did well to extend the gap to the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc, I believe. Don't know whose that was, but yeah, they were right behind us, and then we extended the gap pretty much. We had a bit of a shaky start. By that I meant we also collided with the Ferrari a couple times, I think, which I do apologize for, but yeah, it was quite a messy start, but we finally got into a groove, got the race done, completed the wet stint on a safe conditions, in a safe way, there we go, that's what I'm trying to say, and then moved on to the slicks quite quickly. We were also, you know, gifted perfect pit times for the changes from the wets to intermediates and then the mediums, so couldn't have asked for better timing, to be honest. It was perfect, absolutely pin perfect, the perfect race you could possibly have in the race weekend. So that was it. That was the Canadian Grand Prix. Next up is the French Grand Prix, and also it should be round 8 of 16, so we may be entering contract negotiation season, so we will consider the status of Carlos Sainz. Will he complete the season with us, or will we look for other options in the on the grid? So thank you guys again so much for stopping by this channel and watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe using the red button down below, and hit the notification bell as well so you're notified when the next video goes live. As always, I hope you're doing well. 62% of you are not subscribed, so what are you doing? Please do subscribe. It'll help me out a lot and help you stay connected to the community that you're building here. As always, hope you're doing well, and until the next video of mine, please take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys next time.